Sonic has a bucket list, and I was wondering, after all you've done in your career and in your life, is there anything still left on your bucket list?
Just you.
Oh. Wow.
That's it. It's all done now.
I don't know what to say to that.
I know. Just own it.
Okay, I'm owning it now.
Man, Jim Carrey is not having a very good day. So Sonic is on the verge of coming out here in the States. Its preview night screenings are happening in just a couple hours. Word on the street is that the movie is very, very, very good, and people on Twitter are abuzz. They are not happy with Jim Carrey because of that clip that I showed you, because they are saying that it's sleazy. They're saying that it's misogynistic, that it's sexist, that he put her on the spot, and that he treated that journalist with a lot of disrespect. In fact, articles like this are popping up all over the internet. Fans slam Jim Carrey's sleazy response to interviewers' question. My God. I don't know how I feel about that. I've watched the whole interview, and you know what? Jim Carrey said kind of something stupid, but this is Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey says stupid things all the stupid time. He does this. He likes to make people feel relatively uncomfortable. He likes to mess with people, and that's what he does. In fact, his own rep came out and denied that he made risque comments to the journalist, saying that this is a non-story. Her statement here, this is coming from his rep, Mariah Leslie, saying to USA Today, "This is a ridiculous non-story. Jim's full quote was, 'Just you, that's it. I'm all done now.' Clearly and good-natured, referring to the interview being on the top of his bucket list. It was in no way a reference to the journalist herself. This is another example of clickbait headline pandering to the dark side of scroll culture, a dirty business done by and for people with dirty minds." And you know, here's the thing. I actually agree with her. I do. I agree with her, because we've seen this time and time and time again. Someone says something or does something and ends up being this bigger issue. It gets blown out of proportion. Look at the Johnny Depp situation, right? So Amber Heard came out, accused Johnny Depp. Everyone jumped on board with that. Johnny Depp defended himself, legally speaking. The media then doubled down on their defense of Amber Heard. And ever since the audio recordings have come out of Amber basically admitting everything Johnny accused her of, there's been silence from the media. But Jim Carrey makes a joke and everyone loses their damn mind. We live in clown world sometimes. We really, really, really do. So here's what I want to play for you guys. I want to play for you guys the clip leading up to this exchange to give you just a wee bit of context as to maybe perhaps why Carrey said what he said, how he said it. And listen very closely to the entire story that he tells.
As you said at the beginning of your career.
Yeah, I really, it's been a long trip in order to get to a place where you not only appreciate the fact that there's a lot of people who love you, but you look at them coming up and saying hello or asking for a selfie or whatever as not something that is being taken away from you, but something that's being given to you. And I have a lot of fun with people, and I ask them, well, I don't know, what's your Instagram following? I mean, is there something in this for me? You know, kind of thing.
Did you guys catch that? Right? Catch that little bit there, but how he likes to mess with people. He likes to ask them, you know, oh, what's your Instagram following? What do I get out of this? He likes to play with them a little bit, and she laughs at that. And then her next question is the bucket list question. And as a result of that, he then says what he says, and that's in line with what he was literally just telling her, was that he likes to mess with people. So then he just put her on the spot a little bit by saying that, and that was really about it. Is it this sexist, misogynistic, a way to sleaze on this reporter? No, it's not. And she plays it off, and they go right back into it, and she doesn't make a big deal out of it, and she sees it's a joke, and she does everything like that. But the internet's going to do what the internet's going to do, and of course they're going to find every way they can to vilify Jim Carrey, because they want to, really, at this point. They just like to have a sacrificial lamb. However, they are also referencing this particular interview that happened, or this exchange that happened over on the Graham Norton Show between Jim Carrey and Margot Robbie. Now, this just happened the other day, and people are also saying that it's sexist and it's sleazy and it's terrible. And here, just go ahead and watch for yourself.
Never been to Australia.
You haven't?
I've never been.
You're
I
kidding.
know so many people from Australia, and I wanted to talk to you because you're amazing, and I'm so excited for you.
Oh,
it's
thanks.
incredible that you've gotten as far as you have with your obvious physical disadvantages. Unbelievable. Really something. That's just pure talent there. Just a talent override there.
What was Carrey saying there? You know, oh, look at you. You've done very well from yourself with all your physical disadvantages. Ha ha ha. She's laughing. She's playing it up. She knows it's a joke. Carrey likes to make people uncomfortable. Do you ever recall that Emma Stone video he put out on YouTube where he professed his undying love for Emma Stone? And as a result of that, the whole thing was played off as very as very realistic. Everyone lost their minds over it, but you could tell that he was joking. He legitimately has like a lip quiver in the video at the very end. That's like the tell. I mean, this is a guy who did, a biopic about Andy Kaufman, right? Man on the Moon. And he did the whole, like Tony Clifton thing. He played in character. This is what Carrey does. Carrey is an over-the-top, charismatic person who likes to mess with people, and he likes to make them feel uncomfortable for the joke. Now, is it always appropriate? The answer to that is no, probably. And in those settings, was it appropriate to make those kind of jokes? When you're doing a press tour, the answer to that is probably not. And that has everything to do with the fact that what you have here is a situation where there's a whole bunch of people watching, and they're going to take whatever you say and they're going to run with it as the absolute negative. As I said before, everyone loves a sacrificial lamb, right? Everyone loves it. That's the whole point of what they're doing. They love a sacrificial lamb. So what we have here is a situation where Jim Carrey made a very dumb joke and he's getting skewered over social media, and that's the whole thing. Is it going to impact the box office of Sonic? No, because the people who are going to go see Sonic the Hedgehog that apparently is going to overtake Birds of Prey this weekend, we're talking 55 million is what I've been reading, don't care about any of this. They just want to see a movie about a Sonic Hedgehog that fights an evil Dr. Robotnik in Green Hills, Idaho. Like that's it. That's what they want to see. They want to just be entertained. And Jim Carrey is getting praise reviews coming off of this movie. So it's ridiculous that people are jumping on this as being something that it's clearly not. These are people who clearly don't know anything about Jim Carrey's humor, and they just want to find something to complain about. And that's the way I see it. That is absolutely the way that I see it. It's just, is it maybe the dumbest thing he could have said? Sure, fine. Don't, maybe think harder about the situations where you make those kind of jokes and the eyeballs that are on you, and of course the interpretations that they're going to take. But at the same time, how often do we tell comedians don't apologize for a joke? How often in the free speech world do you say don't apologize for a joke? Don't give in to that kind of, mob mentality, because as soon as you say you're sorry, you're not it. You're not done. You're not over. You're stuck there in that world, and they're always going to own you on that one. And it's very true. They will always hold your feet to the fire over it, because there's no appeasing those people. And you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, because this is not something that is uncommon. So did Jim Carrey say something stupid? Sure. Yeah, I'm willing to grant that one. Is it the end of the world for him? No. Is it misogynistic and sexist? No. He was literally just trying to be funny. That's it. But anyway, I do want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. I will talk to you guys all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe if you're new. If you're a Jim Carrey fan, you like this kind of commentary, I hope you subscribe. And I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out.